Hiya! Today I'd like to show you what I took on my little trip to Poland when I visited my family and my friends. And I will, so I will show you what I took on the trip. I'm really proud of myself. I hope you are as well, or you will be by the end of this video. Also, excuse my voice, I caught a cold and it's affecting my voice. And I will also show you my small art haul because I could not resist. The shops in Poland are really beautifully laid out, and a lot of the things that I got were a lot cheaper. So I went a bit crazy. We all know that feeling, don't we? Yeah, I'm going to start with showing you what I took with me on the trip. So I really tried to be good and not take too much. So I took this pencil case full of art supplies. I also wanted to take some watercolors. I did not. So I took this, and I wanted to take more, but I only took 2 sketchbooks. Like, who am I even? I wanted to take at least 3 or 4. Of course. But it was only... I went on a Wednesday and I came back on Monday, so it wasn't that much time to draw and do things, especially as I was seeing people and going out and things like that. So I'm quite proud of constraining myself to just these things. The sketchbook you probably have seen a lot on this channel. I got the sticker in a Japanese shop in France. And it's like the original Sailor Moon stickers, which I was really happy to find. And it's my regular sketchbook, and I was doing my pitch dauber entries and just some like random drawing people. I will do a sketchbook tour soon because I'm getting very close to finishing now, so tune into that. Sorry if I was out of focus, out of shot. But I've just drawn in this with Katie Moody yesterday, and this is like my favorite page I've ever drawn. Because I thought I would never be able to draw like a fisheye. It's not perfect, but it's progress, you know? And it got me through the really difficult flight. Because I sat next to a kid who was constantly screaming and kicking me. And yeah, it's just that, you know, I couldn't really do anything about it, so I tried to ignore it as much as I could and take my mind off things by drawing and listening to music. Anyway, too much information. And I also took this Midori notebook that I picked this one up at Waterloo in London, a Waterloo train station or rail station. I'm not sure what it's called really. And it's a really nice paper, really nice and smooth. Even though it's very thin, it doesn't, like, the materials don't really bleed through the pages. Kind of similar to this one. Oh, I didn't say what it was. It's Talent's Art Creation. And if you watch any of my videos, it will probably be a sketchbook I'm using in those videos for like sketchbook tours and everything, because I use it so much. I've now filled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, at least 7 or 8 of these, maybe more. I've lost count. And this Midori is really lovely as well, and I was using it to draw as I was walking, like it's like a train ticket and stuff, and what I saw on the train. I didn't want to draw the person in front of me. Shy. And yeah, and I found this really useful because I only used 3 colors in the sketchbook, and when I wanted to draw something just with a black pen or add a bit more detail, I was using this one. So yeah, it was fun. And I took all of these. Sorry if you can hear my floor creaking upstairs. It's just where it is. I think I got used to it now. A tiny eraser. I can't even remember what it was, but it's quite good. So I took that, and I used it mainly to erase this blue lead pencil. It's just a blue lead, nothing crazy about it. and it's a Tiki drink, but I would just use any like mechanical pencil. I have lots of them and they're all kind of the same. And I took my washi tape for sticking things in my sketchbook and for sticking. So I took a few of my zines with me and I left them in random places. My favorite place I left a couple zines at was the Cat Cafe, or rather a Cat Cafe in English. And I asked them if I could leave a couple zines in their place and they said yes. And so I left a couple cat zines in a cat cafe. And I'm really glad I managed to do it. What a perfect place. This is another mechanical pencil. I didn't really use it on my trip. Let's keep them tidy. Just a regular pencil, a pen. I really love the way this pen writes, but it's my last one. And I don't know where to get another. It's like a bamboo, but I don't know what the insert is, so oh well. Muji pen, didn't really use it. I literally haven't used much. Another mechanical pencil, didn't use it. And those I always have loads of because if they run out, I like to have a spare. And I think one of them actually did run out, so yeah, I'm glad I did take spares. And I haven't really used the magic pencil. It's just an off-brand one from Amazon. Not really much about it, but I didn't use it. And my Sailor Fude pen, I have used it to write in my sketchbook and to draw with, and I ran out of ink. No, I don't think I ran out of ink in this one, but it was really fun to use. And it's Iroshizuku Takesumi inside. And I took my favorite 3 Tombow brush pens. And currently I'm using those 3 colors, so 0 to 6, 6 to 7, and 9 for 7. And this is my kind of color scheme for the time. I'm thinking my next sketchbook might be a slightly different theme, but I do love this purpley, light purple color, so I think that's everything I took. And I think we should get on to what I actually bought. Okay, so before I left for Poland, I quickly ordered my next sketchbook because I was worried that I might run out of sketchbooks, as if ever. And I just got this one, so they come in all kinds of colors. And I kind of wasted my money here because in Poland they are much cheaper. So normally I get them for about £5, £5.50 here, if I'm lucky. And they were 18 zloty or 19 zloty. And the other shop, which I was really tempted to get all of them, had them for like 13 zloty, which is ridiculously cheap. This is like 3.50 or something ish. I can't remember exact conversion, but much cheaper. And they had a lot more choice than our local shops. My local shop doesn't have any, and it doesn't have much choice in sketchbooks. And the one in London, what is it called? London Graphic Centre, only has a few. The collection is growing actually, so I'm hoping that the next time I go there, there will be more choice, because I do love those sketchbooks and I know a lot of other people do as well. So yeah, that was a great bargain. Oh, this one was 1 zloty less, so like 20p less or something ish. So yeah, I grabbed a couple. I could not decide on colors, and then I just picked those because I think I have I used this? Yeah, I haven't used these colors before, so that's nice. And so that's the sketchbooks. I will also need to swatch things, so I will keep the sketchbook nearby, because the next thing I'm going to show you is something that I got from my family. I got given a couple packs of pens, marker pens and brush pens, and I've already swatched these out, but I'll do this again, I think, and I'll open these as well. So I'll have to find some space for these, but I'm sure I'll find some space in my drawers. Drawers? drawers. So these are kind of like, they come from like a shop that has everything, I think. And the brand is called Hobby Corner, and they're metallic. I quite like this, and I'm going to test it on different kind of paper in a second as well. They don't really have colors on them, so I can't write down what they are. I definitely love getting art supplies, always. So yeah, if you work for a brand and you watch this, I would love to test out some of your art supplies. Ooh, I love these. I love the purple or violet and this teal color. Really nice. And I love this one. They're all really nice. I think this one has a bit of a problem. Maybe the ink didn't mix properly. Ooh, that's very bright compared to the others. And the last one. Let's see. I don't think I can mix it easily, but maybe it's like going to get better with time, it looks like. Cool. And I'm going to test out these Kidea double-sided brush markers, pastel colored. I quite liked how they draw, or what I can make with them. And they don't really bleed on this paper as well, because I tested them out and they don't really bleed. My guess is that they will not be light fast, but that's understandable. But they don't really go through to the other side, which is amazing considering. Yeah. Let's go quickly, because I've already done these. Okay, so these are my Kidea brush pens. And then I got a whole bunch of other things. I went to the shop, and I never know how to pronounce the name, Koh-i-Noor. They had loads of Koh-i-Noor hardmove, and they had all kinds of art supplies, not just by this brand, but also other brands. And they gave me this box because I didn't want to damage them in transit. Oh, these are such exciting things. I might need a sharpener because I used some of these. Okay, I don't know where my regular sharpener is, but this will do. Oh, I found it. There it is. I'll use one of those. Okay, so in the first shop, I grabbed those. And bear with me, I need to get all of them for you. I think that's it. So in Koh-i-Noor, I got these. I also got some paints, which I'll show you in a sec. I think the paint swatching I might have to do in a different video because it's going to take a long time otherwise. So I got some Koh-i-Noor pencils, and some of them are water soluble and some of them aren't. And I don't really mind that because I barely ever use them that way, but if I want to, a couple of them are. And just a regular pencil in 8B. I could not resist an 8B pencil. It's just so soft. And I wanted to give it a try. It's not a brand I see a lot in English shops, so which is weird, because I would have thought They might be American actually. But yeah, Eau de Folie would be more popular here. Oh, those three are water soluble and this one isn't. This is called Czech and the color is slate grey and it's Mondeluz. They're all water soluble. Okay. Yeah, even better. I did not care that much whether they were or not. So let's start with this one. This one doesn't have a color on it, really. I think there are two different types, maybe. I remember taking them from two different parts of the display. But I really like this color for like drawing with. I tried a similar colored pencil from a different brand and I really enjoyed sketching. It just feels like less of a commitment when it's not so dark if you're sketching. I don't know how to explain that. Hopefully you know what I mean. This one is slate grey. So kind of like a warm and cold or cool grey. And we have this one called dark olive green. They're very soft and very nice. Like I think mostly water soluble pencils are more soft in general. And this one is raw amber. This one's a bit harder, but I think it depends on the pigment as well. Really like them. I also got Progresso ones, which are just like made fully of wood. And I tried to get two different colors, but they look very similar to me. I hope one of them is lighter than the other. And one of them is water soluble and the other isn't. This one's water soluble, aquarelle, and this one isn't. Oh yeah, the colors are like 16 and 17. Maybe too close to each other. But the feeling when I draw with them is very different. Like this one's very soft, this one's much more kind of hard feeling, but also gives a lot more pigment in a way. Yeah, I could have gone for different colors. I get very overwhelmed in shops in general, so yeah, it just happens. I will still show you the paints, even if I'm not going to swatch them tonight. Oh, and the shop I went to, this is a different shop. I already told you what the shop was, and okay. Let me just divide them into where I got them. Okay, so I found some Rosa watercolors and Rosa Gallery, and I could not resist. And I think I already have the white, titanium white, but I find it really useful to have in any of my palettes. So I thought, you know, whenever I start a new palette, I'll have my white. And they're very affordable as well. I also picked up indigo, which I might or might not have already, but it's just such a nice color in general. I also picked up royal blue and this yellow ochre. It looks really light on the packaging, but I'm hoping that it will be a little bit more pigmented. And there, I think Rosa Gallery are Ukrainian brand. Oops, I can't really see. It's all in a foreign language, but I do think it's Ukraine. And this one's Aureolin. I'm not sure how to read that. It's color 751. And I really like that. I think I have that in like Aureolin green. So I wanted a slightly different shade. And I got gold, which is kind of like a greenish brown. I know it won't be gold, but I quite like that. And I got olive green. I feel like I always sway away from reds, as you can see. I probably should have picked up some reds, but that's okay. I have them in some other, in some palettes, so I can mix these colors with some others. Okay. And I was also given a sample, and this is from, sorry, my cold is getting to me, I just have a drink. If you if you could let me know in the comments below whether you prefer uncut videos where it's like more real, like I'm talking to you, but you know, we grab a cup of coffee and we talk about art supplies, or if you prefer them a bit more edited and without those weird interruptions. I just never know what's better, and I'd love to hear. This is like a sample I was given, and it's a really nice quality paper, so the person on the till was very knowledgeable and we talked a bit about a few different supplies. And this is what's it called? Cotton, 100% cotton paper, exclusive, and it's by Suika. The different types of this paper come in these sizes. So one is Suika, one is Sikorka, which are both bird names, and it's 300 GSM, which is quite a lot. And it's by this brand, Papier Artystyczny. I've never heard of this brand before, but it's been recommended. Like they said that it's really, really nice quality. So that I would love to try it out and see. It apparently comes from a block, and it's for watercolors. I almost forgot, but I saw Edelstein, and I was really interested in buying some ink cartridges, and I asked what pens they would fit, and they did say that they will fit that they would fit Kaweco, and that's true. But what I didn't realize is that Kaweco Sport is really small, so my converter is this size, so it's like a European standard, and the cartridge is this huge, so it just does not fit, the pen doesn't close. But I've already put it in and I don't want to make a lot of mess, so I'm just trying out the ink. And I've actually already tested this ink, and I think, well, as you see, it's this much big, it's this much too big, and yeah, I feel a bit silly, but, and also I found out that this is much cheaper in the UK, so yeah, I just bought without knowing the market price. But it's a really nice, like this pen is really, really fine nib, and the ink is really nice. I was expecting more of a teal color though. This is very green in comparison to what it looks like on the packaging, but sometimes that happens, and I tested it out here. So this is my previous ink, which was not this one. Hang on a sec, I want to tell you, because this one. So it's Lindgren by Octopus, and it's a fountain pen ink, and it's a very nice green. This is very similar, although it goes a bit more towards the teal color, so I'll show you a close-up. So in the middle, the swatch was by the Lindgren, and the one around it is by Edelstein, by Pelikan. And it's just, it makes a bit of a difference, like cool and warm, I think. And yeah, I quite liked it. Although it's quite similar to my existing ink. Oh well, it happens. Yeah, so that's all I got from the Koh-i-Noor shop in Wrocław. And then I kept walking, and I spotted that on my way towards the train station was another art supply shop, and I thought, you know what, I'll just pop in and see what's there and just explore while I'm here. It's not often that I have an opportunity to see like Polish art supplies and see what's in the shops. This was probably the first time I was in a proper well-stocked like Polish art supply shop, so it was really nice. And I went to Paper Concept, and this shop looks quite small, but it's stocked full of art supplies, and it's just something incredible. Like I didn't expect that much from it, because I saw like photos on Google Maps. But it was just, I don't know, you'll see when I show you. And I might pop in the like vertical video that I recorded where I was there. Actually, it might have been horizontal, so I might pop it in now. I picked up these sticky notes, and as much as I would love to keep them, they're for my family, for kids. By the way, hey, I have to share some things. They are very cute though. And then I kept walking and I found Roman Szmal. Okay, if you hear like weird noises, I'm just eating a cough sweet. I really want to finish this video in one go. So this is Roman Szmal. It's a Polish brand. Really nice quality paints. And they are very pigmented. And I really wanted to get loads, but I already picked up Rosa. And if I know I would be looking at Roman Szmal later, I probably would have picked more of these because I'm biased. Because they're Polish. But yeah, so I just picked up this one color. It's Zień Soczysta Jasna or Sap Green Light. It's so nice to see the names of the colors in Polish because I understand them a little bit better than English. But yeah, I just have this one. And I kept walking in the shop and I saw this Tombow white pen. And it's a Fudenowskie kind of pen. It's a Japanese brand. And I really I had it in my basket for a while in UK. And I thought, I don't know if it's going to be cheaper or more expensive there. But I just picked it up because I wanted to try it. It is something about like seeing things in real life that makes the shopping experience nicer. The one thing about this is it doesn't really show up on like other art supplies, so it's meant for black paper, and I have this art creation with black paper in it, so I'm going to try it out. I might actually test those out as well. So let's go quickly through them. The Hobby Corner ones from earlier. Okay. I think these are more aimed towards like hobbyists and maybe kids, but you know what, sometimes those kinds of supplies are more fun to use because you're less precious about them. I think they show better on white stock, which is unusual for metallic pens. Oh, by the way, I'm planning to release a vlog, but when I was editing it, I felt cringy and I haven't released it yet. I was planning to do it last weekend, but I took a break. I was on holiday and I was actually not feeling very well because I caught allergy. This is very nice on this stock. So, I don't know, if I release it, will it be nice to me? Because it takes a lot of courage to do it. And I don't think my vlog editing skills are that good. But I guess I can only get better if I try it more. And I don't know yet if vlogging is my thing, but I do love watching them, so it kind of is my thing. And until I try and maybe make a couple, I won't know whether I love it or hate it. So I will have to try. Let's see this Fudenowskie, and I was very skeptical about this one. I don't know what to expect, but I'm not having high expectations. I feel like this pen is a joke. There is no white coming out. It's just... Oh, when it dries it's a bit more... It's definitely not good. And my expectations were right. But it does show up a little bit. I wonder if it might be good for like sketching on black paper. But I definitely don't think it's worth paying much for. Unless it's a dud. But considering I was skeptical about this because of the way It's like a pigment ink. It just does not feel like the kind of pen that would be, right? So I've got myself to blame and my curiosity. It happens though. Okay, I thought we maybe want to compare the two. So these are the metallic pens on black and white. On white paper they're not very metallic, apart from a couple colors. On black paper they are definitely more metallic, which is usual with metallic markers. Okay, let's move on to the next thing. There's not much left, so bear with me. So I went to a shop and for the first time saw open stock Prismacolors, and believe me, I had to exercise a lot of self-control not to get all the colors. I know from experience, I tried some of my friends. You do not need all of the colors unless you're purely drawing with colored pencils, which I don't. I use mixed media in my art, so I only picked up the colors that I thought, because I didn't swatch them, I didn't expect to find them anywhere. So I picked the colors that I expected I didn't have in my set, because I bought a set of like 24 or 36. I definitely should have gotten more greens, but I wasn't sure which ones I already had. And I love this. Oh, I should have gotten more because it's really hard to find neon colored pencils that will be soft, and this one is actually really soft and it's a lovely color. I love this. It might not show up on camera as well, but I think it does. It's quite realistic when I look. So it's neon yellow. Then we have this lime peel. This one's less soft, but still a nice Prismacolor softness. And I also got artichoke. I also got this cloud blue, and I was just thinking I got it for drawing skies, so the name is accurate. Oh yes, I love this. It's very light, but I think for clouds it's perfect. And Blue Lake, which I also got for drawing skies, and I already used it. I was just testing it out. I think it will work really nice for skies. And this 30% French grey, and I could not for the life of me remember which one I loved from my friend's set. I really loved one of the greys, and yeah, no idea which one. But it is one of the nicer and warmer ones, so I'm, you know, it doesn't have to be the same. It's still really nice. Okay, I feel like this video is getting a little long, and I have one more thing to show you, and actually I have two more things to show you. Today I was in a local shop, and I picked up this box, and I was hoping that I would put my paints in it, but the dividers come off, so the paints will mix. I don't know if I might be brave enough to try it, like gouache or tubed watercolors or something, but I'll see if I'm brave enough to risk the mixing. I just thought it's a really cute box for paints. Actually, maybe if I close it and don't move it, the paints will dry a little bit in the box, because it's quite tight. The closure is quite tight. Anyway, one last thing. I also haven't seen these open stock in the UK, and I was given a really nice box with it, and it turned out that I got enough colors to fill up the whole pan. I'm just trying to open it. Ta-da! Gansei Tambi. They were all open stock, and they had a lot of choice. They had the metallic ones, they had the, what's it called? Like graphite and regular ones. They had all kinds of Gansei paints. I didn't want to go overboard because I'm going to Japan soon. I still can't believe it. So yeah. I didn't realize I was going to get the palette, yes. I can't take it out. What's going on? Oh, there you go. So I picked up some really nice colors that I was thinking I might be missing my palettes. Again, I was trying to remember what colors I already had, and hopefully there are no duplicates. But if there are, they're not exactly huge. They look huge, but they're not. They're not like the amount of paint here is not that big. But they last quite, you know, they last enough time. And sadly, I can't tell you the colors, although I can read it. Pugioru. I don't know what that means. But it's this lovely purple, and I was trying to match my pens that I'm currently using. So I tried to match my pen and those two browns, and then I added those three colors in addition, because I do use those greens a lot. So it's number 13. I kind of wish I picked up gold, because I'm sure it will be amazing, but I'll do it in Japan. Number 43, Yamabuki. Don't know what it means, but it's yellow, as you can see. This kind of lovely green. 404. And we have 48. 44. And 49. And I can't wait to swatch them all for you. But I think I'm going to end it here, because it's getting quite long, I think. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you leave me a like and maybe subscribe, hit the bell button, all those good things. I love reading your comments. I enjoy the creative community, so I look forward to seeing what you write and like your thoughts on either the video or like the things I mention. Like, let's just be friends, because it's really nice. And you can find me on Etsy and Instagram as Weird is the Best. And you can check out all of my previous videos where I share similar kinds of content, although I'm a bit more lively and not dead inside. And I also share lots of sketchbook tours and paint-alongs, and started vlogging, apparently. So yeah, thanks a lot. Have a lovely day artsing, and until next time, bye!